All right, today we're going to do something really practical. We're going to build an HA tunnel configuration file completely from scratch. If you've ever wanted to set up your own custom, secure connection, stick around because I'm going to walk you through every single step to get a file that actually works.
So, are you looking for a new key to fast and secure internet? I think a lot of us are, right? That search for a connection that's not just fast, but also secure and maybe a little more open, it's a big deal. Well, today, we're going to look at one tool that tries to solve that exact problem, HA Tunnel.
Okay, so first things first. Let's get into the basics. What exactly is this thing, H-Tunnel, and how does it supposedly act as a key to a more secure internet?
So at its heart, HA Tunnel is just a mobile app. Its whole job is to create a secure, private connection for your phone or tablet. And the way it does this, well, it relies on one super important piece of info called an SNI host. Now, SNI stands for Server Name Indication. That sounds complicated, but all it really is, in simple terms, is a special address that tells a server which secure website you're trying to get to. And let me tell you, getting the right SNI host, that's the absolute key to making this whole thing work.
All right, let's get our hands dirty. The very first step is probably the easiest one of all. We just need to get the app itself. Before we can start messing around with hosts and config files, we've got to have HA Tunnel installed on our device.
Yeah, this part's a piece of cake. Just pop open the Google Play Store on your device, type HA Tunnel into the search bar, and hit that install button. Easy as that. Once the app is on your device, we're ready for the main event, the most crucial part, finding a host that actually works. Okay, pay close attention here, because this next part is where we find our host. And honestly, it's the most critical step in this entire process. To get a connection that actually works, we need an SNI host address that's specifically compatible with your country and your network. So, where do we find these magical hosts? We're going to head over to a specific website. Get this one down. It's hosttunnel-tutorials.com. This site is going to be our go-to resource for generating the address we need to plug into the app.
Okay, so once you're on that website, the process is pretty straightforward. You'll see a drop-down menu that says Select Country, and they've got a ton of options. Whether you're in Kenya, South Africa, India, Uganda, Pakistan, you name it, the list is really long. So just find your country, click on it, and then smash that Generate button. A host address will pop up. All you got to do is copy it. Awesome, you've got your host address copied to your clipboard. Now it's time to head back over to the HA Tunnel app and actually build our configuration file.
All right, back inside the app, look for a setting that says Custom SNI. That's the connection mode we want. In the field right there, go ahead and paste the host address you just copied from the website. Then you'll probably see a couple of checkboxes right below it. Make sure you check both of those on and then tap Save.
Oh, and one more really important little detail here. Make sure the connection port is set to 443. This is the standard default port for secure web traffic, the HTTPS stuff. That's exactly what we're using, so leaving it on 443 is pretty much essential if you want a stable connection.
Now, you probably don't want to go through all those steps every single time you want to connect, right? So let's save this configuration. Look for a menu that says Import/Export and tap on that. Then choose Export. Now you can give your file a name, maybe add some notes about what it's for, and you can even lock it with a password if you want. This creates a neat little file that you can use over and over, or even share with a friend.
Okay, so our config file is built, it's ready to go. But wait, before you get all excited and hit that connect button, there's one final critical check. And trust me, this one step can save you from the single most common headache people run into, a connection that just refuses to work. Right, so what happens if it just keeps disconnecting? This is, without a doubt, the #1 problem people have. You follow every step perfectly, you go to connect, and nothing. Or maybe it connects for like 2 seconds and then drops. So what in the world is going on?
Well, the reason is actually pretty simple. Not all hosts are created equal. Think of it like this. Some of the hosts that website generates are alive and working. If you get one of those, your connection will be solid. But a lot of them might be down, which means they're no longer active. And if you try to use a down host, your connection is just gonna fail every single time.
So the big question is, how can you know for sure you're not wasting your time with one of these down hosts? Well, the solution is actually built right into the same website we used to get the host in the first place. They have a handy little checker tool.
This is super important. Before you even think about pasting that host into your app, find the host IP checker tool on the website. Paste your new host address into that checker.
The tool will tell you right away if it's alive and working. If it says it's down, don't even waste your time with it. Just go back, generate a brand new host, and check that one. Keep doing that until you find one that's active. All right, so let's just quickly recap the 3 most important things to remember from all this. Number 1, find a host that is specifically for your country. Number 2, and this is the big one, always use that host IP checker tool to make sure it's alive before you do anything else. And finally, number 3, once you've got a setup that works, export that configuration file so you can save it and use it again later.
And there you have it. That's how you build a custom HA tunnel file from the ground up. While these steps are pretty technical, they kind of point to a much bigger idea. Tools like this really highlight this ongoing global search for stable, open, and secure internet access. It really makes you think, in a world that's so connected, what does internet access truly mean today?